Hi, welcome to this edition of How to Q. No stud, no problem. I just hung this 50-inch TV. I intentionally missed every single stud. Do I recommend this? I don't recommend this whatsoever before I get all the hate. This is demonstration purposes only. Perfect scenario is you find two studs, use a stud finder, find two studs in the drywall, mount your TV that way. If you find only one stud, check this video out in the top right-hand corner. That's the way I mounted a TV in that video. It's been 4 years and it is perfectly fine. I'm gonna quit talking and I'm gonna show you how I did it now. Before we get started, when you get your mount, do not get a mount that you can pull out and move left and right. I'll talk about why during this video. All right, here's the TV mount I got. It's only 20 bucks. Link is down in the description. This is the room I'm hanging the TV in. It's a 50-inch TV. The TV and the mounting bracket are a total of 30 pounds. I like to put the TV on the ground, of course, protect the screen, and put the TV mount on the back with the bracket. And then I start measuring so I can really get dialed in how high and where I want to mount this TV. All right, this is the Stud Buddy. It's a very good way and cheap way to find studs. Again, I am going to miss all these studs, but when you are mounting a TV, definitely try and mount it to studs in the wall. I'm using the blue tape to show you where my studs are, and then I'm going to miss all of them, which is exactly the opposite thing you want to do. The irony here, I got studs everywhere, but I'm trying to do a no stud install. All right, so I grabbed that bracket from the TV. I use a level, always use a level, and I am intentionally missing all of those studs. There's plenty of options of where to drill on this. Here's a graphic of where I'm drilling, where those studs are, and yes, I'm missing every single one of them. All right, the only hardware I would use is a flip toggle. This is kind of what they look like. This holds up to 137 pounds. I'm using a 1/4-inch flip toggle. Here's a video to show you how they work. All right, here's a close-up of the flip toggle. This calls for a 1/2-inch hole, so I use a 3/8" drill to drill a 1/2-inch hole. Notice how that tab is vertical in the back. That's the way I like to do it. That'll give you the most holding strength. And then you push that plastic piece forward. You grab the machine screw that comes with it. Always add a washer. I can't emphasize that enough. That helps when you do your install. And then drill it through. And here's another close-up of that toggle and how that plastic piece moves up. All right, a lot of info on the packaging. 1/2-inch drywall, which I have, which you probably have. A 1/4-inch bolt needs a 1/2-inch hole, holds 137 pounds. All right, that last number, 137 pounds, that's exactly why you should not use a mount where you pull the TV out and you can rotate it. That is sheer weight that you can put on this, which is vertical weight. The moment you introduce an arm or pull out the TV mount and rotate it left and right, you negate that number. That's why I would not use that mount. By the way, not everybody's got a 1/2-inch drill. This is a 3/8" drill bit, which comes with a lot of drill sets. Just make it a little bigger. You'll be fine. Don't go crazy. All right, finally time to drill. This is a 1/2-inch hole. Again, I'm drilling 4 of them. Start off with a smaller drill bit and drill a pilot hole to see if you're hitting a stud, or in my case, I wanted to miss the studs. Then it's time to put those toggle bolts in. That metal part in the back is vertical, and I'm just cinching down that white plastic cap in front and breaking off that extra plastic piece. I put some tape on the bottom just to catch all the drywall dust. Nice little tip there, and this is done. All right, now that the wall's cleaned up, time to put those 1/4-inch machine screws with washers. I'm using a drill here. I'm not going extra tight here yet. I want to make sure that mount is level, and once I've got it level, I tighten those screws. If you're not used to using a drill, go ahead and hand tighten these. You don't, again, want to go crazy and strip out the screws, and this is mounted. Dude, that ain't going anywhere. All right, now all I'm doing is grabbing the TV, make sure you plug it in first, and then I'm hooking it on the top of that bracket, and then you use those little pieces of rope down at the bottom to pull down on hooks to hook it into the bottom. I got tape there because I'm gonna tape those up to the back of the TV so nobody sees them. Sweet. This is the only time I've intentionally missed all the studs, so honestly, no stud, no problem on this one. All the links to everything I used are down in the description. Check out some of my other how to hang TV videos in the top right-hand corner. I would love for you to subscribe. We'll see you on the next edition of How to Q.